There comes a point in everyone's life where you have to decide, are you going to stay on your knees or are you going to rise and conquer? Because life will hit you, it will test you, and it will break you down just to see what you're made of. But those moments, the ones that bring you to your lowest, are not there to destroy you. They're there to awaken something powerful inside you. You are not meant to stay small. You were built to rise, to overcome, to conquer everything that tries to hold you back. Most people think strength is something you're born with. It's not. Strength is something you build in the storms, in the pain, in the moments when you feel alone. Every struggle you've survived, every scar you carry has been preparing you for the next level. Life doesn't give victory to the comfortable, it gives victory to the relentless. Those who rise no matter how many times they fall. When you decide to rise, you take your power back. You stop blaming circumstances. You stop waiting for rescue, and you realize that no one is coming to save you because you are the one who's meant to save yourself. That's where transformation begins. It's not about having an easy path. It's about developing the mindset that says, no matter what comes, I'll find a way. You have greatness inside you that most people never touch because they give up too soon. They stop when it hurts. But the ones who rise, the ones who conquer, they understand that pain is temporary, growth is forever. Every setback is simply a setup for a stronger comeback. Every time you get back up, you tell the universe, I'm not done yet. So don't let fear decide your future. Don't let doubt write your story. The world belongs to those who rise after falling, who stand when others stay down, and who conquer not because life is easy, but because they refuse to quit. Your next level of life begins the moment you stop surviving and start conquering. Every person reaches a moment in life where everything feels heavy, where challenges come from every direction, and you start questioning your strength, your purpose, and even your path. But those moments are not signs of weakness. They are invitations to rise higher. Adversity doesn't come to punish you. It comes to awaken the power that has been asleep inside you. When life pushes you down, it's not rejecting you. It's redirecting you toward the part of yourself that you've never accessed before. The truth is, comfort never built a warrior. It's the pain, the disappointment, the sleepless nights, and the battles you thought you couldn't win that carve the strength you've been searching for. When everything around you feels uncertain, that's when your inner certainty must rise. You discover who you really are when there's nothing left to rely on but your own spirit. Adversity strips away the unnecessary. It removes the excuses, the masks, the illusions, and what's left is raw truth. Pure power. It forces you to face yourself, to confront what you've avoided, and to tap into the resilience you didn't know you had. Every challenge you face is shaping you for something greater, something that requires this exact version of you. Most people run from adversity because they see it as pain, but those who grow from it see it as preparation. The storm isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to strengthen your foundation. Every hardship, every rejection, every moment you thought was the end was actually building your endurance for what's coming next. Adversity gives you perspective. It teaches you that you can't control everything that happens, but you can always control how you respond. That's where your true power lies. When you learn to embrace the struggle instead of fearing it, everything changes. You stop asking, why me? And start declaring, try me. You realize that the universe isn't against you. It's shaping you. It's giving you the tools, the toughness, and the clarity you'll need to conquer the next level of your life. Every great success story began with someone who was broken, challenged, and doubted, but who chose to rise anyway. Adversity is not your enemy. It's your awakening. It's the moment your true self steps forward and says, I was built for this. Strength is not something you inherit. It's something you earn through every battle you face and every storm you survive. People often look at successful individuals and think they were born different, born stronger, born fearless. But that's not true. Strength is forged through struggle. It's built one decision at a time, one challenge at a time, in those quiet moments when no one is watching and giving up feels easier than going on. Every scar, every setback, every tear becomes part of the foundation that makes you unshakable. Strength isn't given to you. It's developed when life tests your limits and you refuse to back down. There's a difference between being born with potential and building true power. Potential is what you start with. Strength is what you create through persistence. Every time life knocks you down and you stand back up, you're reinforcing the mindset that nothing can break you. You learn that your circumstances don't define you. Your choices do. You might not control what happens to you, but you always control how you respond. That response, that inner decision to keep moving when it hurts, is where real strength is born. Comfort never produces warriors. Growth doesn't happen in the easy moments. It happens when you're uncomfortable, uncertain, and afraid, but you keep going anyway. Every struggle is a chance to train your mind and spirit to handle more. Strength is built in resistance, just like muscle. Without pressure, there's no power. Without friction, there's no fire. The moments that challenge you the most are the moments that shape the person you were destined to become. You don't become strong by avoiding pain. You become strong by facing it. Every time you push through fear, you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you ever imagined. That's how confidence is built, not through words or motivation, but through action and endurance. The strongest people you'll ever meet are not the ones who had everything handed to them. They're the ones who had every reason to quit but didn't. They built strength the hard way by showing up, by fighting through, and by refusing to let life define their limits. Real strength is not born in victory. It's built in the struggle that precedes it. There comes a moment when you have to stop waiting for someone else to fix things and realize that the power to change your life has been in your hands all along. Too many people give their power away to circumstances, to fear, to other people's opinions. They wait for the perfect timing, the right opportunity, or someone to rescue them from their situation. But no one is coming. The moment you accept that truth, something shifts inside you. You stop feeling helpless and start feeling hungry. You stop blaming the world for where you are and start asking, what can I do to change this? That's when you take your power back. Taking your power back isn't about control. It's about ownership. It's the decision to stop pointing fingers and start taking responsibility. Life is unpredictable. You can't control what happens, but you can always control what you do about it. The people who rise and conquer are the ones who refuse to be victims of their circumstances. They take full responsibility for their mindset, their actions, and their future. They understand that waiting for luck or help is just another way of delaying growth. When you take your power back, you reclaim your energy. You stop giving your peace to problems and your strength to excuses. You start acting instead of reacting. That single shift in mentality transforms everything. Your focus sharpens, your confidence rises, and your direction becomes clear. You begin to trust yourself again. You begin to see that you were never powerless. You just forgot how powerful you truly are. Most people live their lives waiting for permission to step into their greatness. But the truth is, you don't need anyone's approval to rise. The moment you decide to take full control of your life, you step into a new level of freedom. You stop waiting for opportunities and start creating them. You stop hoping things will get better and start making them better. That's what it means to take your power back. It's the decision to no longer be defined by what happened to you, but by what you decide to do about it. The day you make that choice is the day your life begins to change forever. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers, yet most people spend their lives running from it. They try to avoid discomfort, to hide from struggle, to numb the hurt, but in doing so, they also avoid the growth that pain brings. Pain is not permanent, it's a process. It's the body and mind's way of shaping you for something greater. When you learn to see pain as a signal, not a sentence, everything changes. It's not there to break you, it's there to build you. The truth is, growth never happens when everything is easy. Growth happens when life gets uncomfortable and you choose to keep moving forward anyway. The strongest, most resilient people in the world are not those who have lived without pain. They're the ones who've turned their pain into power. Every scar tells a story of survival, every setback hides a lesson, and every heartbreak leaves behind wisdom. You can either let pain define you, or you can let it refine you. When you understand that the struggle is shaping your strength, you stop resenting it. You begin to appreciate it because you know it's forging a version of you that's unstoppable. Pain only lasts as long as you resist it. Once you embrace it, you gain control over it. There will be times when you feel exhausted, when life feels unfair, and when quitting seems easier than enduring. But it's in those moments that your future self is watching. How you respond to pain determines the kind of person you become. The temporary discomfort you feel now will one day become the foundation of your confidence, your courage, and your purpose. Every great transformation comes from a season of pain that demanded growth. When you push through pain with purpose, it transforms into power. You stop being a victim of what happened and start becoming a creator of what's next. Pain reveals what truly matters, strips away what's weak, and makes space for something new to be born. You don't heal by escaping pain. You heal by walking through it and learning from it. Because once you've faced your deepest pain and refuse to let it defeat you, you earn a kind of strength that no comfort could ever give. That's why pain is temporary, but growth is forever. Success doesn't start with resources, luck, or talent. It starts with belief. Belief is the foundation of every breakthrough, the invisible force that drives human potential beyond logic. When you believe in yourself, you activate a power that changes everything. It's not just confidence, it's conviction. It's the deep inner knowing that no matter how hard things get, you'll find a way. Most people wait for proof before they believe, but the truth is belief comes first. Belief creates momentum. Momentum creates action, and action creates results. Without belief, you won't even take the first step with it. You'll find strength to climb mountains you once thought impossible. Your mind is the battlefield where your future is won or lost. Every limitation you have ever felt began as a thought, and every victory began the same way. The beliefs you hold about yourself become the rules you live by. If you believe you're not enough, you'll act small. If you believe success isn't possible for you, you'll never chase it. But when you decide that you are capable, worthy, and unstoppable, your entire energy shifts. You start showing up differently. You take bigger risks, embrace challenges, and push past fear because your belief becomes stronger than your doubt. Belief is not about ignoring reality, it's about rewriting it. When you hold an unshakable belief, you see possibilities where others see dead ends. You create solutions where others only see problems. You turn setbacks into setups for comebacks. That's the power of belief. It reprograms your focus. Instead of asking, what if I fail? You start asking, what if I succeed? That small change in thinking opens doors that fear keeps locked. No one else can believe for you. People can motivate you, support you, or inspire you, but belief is a choice you have to make every single day. It's the decision to trust yourself even when there's no evidence yet. It's standing tall when no one else sees what you see. Every dream begins with that choice, to believe before the world believes in you. Because once you fully commit to that belief, once you own it with your entire heart and mind, life starts to move in your favor. The universe responds to certainty, not hesitation. There comes a time when planning, preparing, and thinking must end and action must begin. Too many people get trapped in the cycle of waiting for the right time, the perfect plan, or the ideal circumstance before they take a step. But the truth is there is no perfect time. There is only now. The difference between those who dream and those who conquer is action. You can read every book, attend every seminar, and gather all the inspiration in the world, but none of it will matter until you move. Action is the bridge between your vision and your reality. It's not what you know that changes your life. It's what you do with what you know. Action has a power that thinking can never match. The moment you take that first step, momentum begins to build. Fear starts to lose its grip, and confidence starts to grow. You don't have to know every step of the journey. You just need to move in the direction of your goals. Clarity doesn't come before action. It comes through action. Every move you make teaches you something, reveals something, and strengthens something within you. Waiting for certainty is the fastest way to stay stuck, but taking imperfect action is the fastest way to learn, adapt, and rise. People often say they're not ready, but readiness is an illusion. You become ready by doing, by failing, by learning, and by getting back up. Every step, no matter how small, matters. Consistency beats intensity. One small action every day creates massive results over time. Success isn't about huge leaps. It's about steady, relentless movement in the direction of your purpose. Even the smallest action toward your goal keeps the fire alive and separates you from those who only talk about changing their lives. Action is where courage is built. It transforms fear into strength, hesitation into habit, and vision into victory. Every time you take a step forward, you prove to yourself that you can. You build trust in your own power. That's how transformation happens, not in your mind, but in motion. The dreamers imagine a better life, but the doers live it. The key to rising and conquering isn't waiting for the right moment. It's creating it through relentless, fearless action. Every single one of us has a fire inside, a force that's been waiting to be awakened. You were not born to live an average life. You were born to rise, to conquer, to create something extraordinary out of the challenges you face. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, and it will demand that you grow beyond who you were yesterday. But that's the beauty of it. You're not meant to stay the same. You're meant to evolve. You're meant to fight through the darkness until you discover the power that's been inside you all along. Every obstacle you've faced, every time you've fallen, every pain you've endured, it's all been preparing you for this moment. The moment where you stop doubting, stop hesitating, and start owning your destiny. You've got one life. Don't waste it living in fear or regret. Rise above the noise, conquer the chaos, and create the life that reflects your true potential. The world doesn't need another dreamer. It needs a door. It needs you to step into your greatness and lead with courage, purpose, and power. If this message hit your heart, if it reminded you of the warrior inside you, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join this community of people who are done waiting for permission to be great. Hit that like button if you're ready to take control of your life, and share this message with someone who needs to hear that they are stronger than they think. Remember, greatness doesn't happen overnight. It's built day by day, decision by decision. So keep going, no matter how hard it gets, because one day you'll look back and realize that every challenge was worth it. You'll see that you didn't just survive, you rose and you conquered. Thank you for spending your time and energy here today. I'm grateful that you're part of this journey toward growth, strength, and transformation. Until next time, stay focused, stay hungry, and never stop rising. This is your time. Take it. Thank you. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video.